Hello, assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be talking about the Austria-Hungarian Empire. I'm going to be talking about key terms, Franz Joseph I, the Magyars, and the dual monarchy. The Austrian Empire was ruled by the Habsburg family at the beginning of the 1800s, and they controlled much of the region for 4 centuries. Now we know that after Napoleon took much of Europe, and after Napoleon was removed from power, the Congress of Vienna made up of many European nations, came and they decided how they would split Europe between them and how Europe would function later on. Now, the Congress of Vienna allowed Austria and other European countries to maintain power and restrict the spread of liberal ideas and movements, even though at the time France was moving to a liberal state, as we know. The resistance to change. So Prince Metternich, who was the Austrian foreign minister, took some actions to resist change. He clamped down on universities and accused them of creating a whole new generation of revolutionaries, because we know that the idea to the Austrian Empire is very scary, because they saw what happened in France when when King Louis was killed. So he called a meeting at the Carlsbad-Carlsbad, and it decrees that certain rules and laws. So there was a law prohibiting any reforms that conflicted with the absolute monarchy, a censorship of newspapers, the creation of a secret police force to spy on students suspected of revolutionary activities, and formed alliances with European powers with similar concerns with the goal of preventing nationalist revolutions, and all agreed to provide military assistance to support internal revolutions. Now, as we know, one of the reasons World War I happened is because of the alliances between nations, and this is the beginning of such alliances. Turmoil in Europe and Austria. So there was revolutions in France, Germany, and Italy, set off revolts in Austria. And it's like the Arab Spring nowadays. When Tunis started its revolution, Egypt started, Syria started, Yemen started, Libya started. It's a chain, and because France had a revolution, and Germany and Italy, all these countries, all these countries had an effect on the Austrians, who were thinking, hey, why don't we have a revolution to remove the king? So people of different nationalities within the Austrian Empire started demanding independence, and we can see revolts and protests. So in 1848, Ferdinand, who was the king, was abdicated, and the throne went to his nephew Franz Joseph I. The response to the revolution. So in 1948, France could not stop nationalist movement. Nationalism was already taken up by so many. So change came in the form of a dual monarchy. He solved the problem by creating the Austria-Hungarian Empire. Before, it was the Austrian Empire, but now it's the Hungarian Empire. In 1866, Austria's defeat in the war with Prussia brought new demands from the Magyars of Hungary, and the results were that the Magyars and France came to an agreement called the Compromise of 1866. And this compromise created a dual monarchy. Under the dual monarchy, both countries were separate but equal states with one ruler, Franz as Emperor of Austria and King of Hungary. So you had two states with one ruler, and both shared some ministries of war, finance, and foreign affairs, but each had their own parliament. This is an example of, let's say, the United States nowadays. You have one president for the entire nation, but you have each state with a set of laws and its own parliament. There was not a shared parliament like Congress nowadays. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure, if you want to know more, please send in your suggestions, comments, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at idarushman.com. At idarushman. Thank you for watching.